I had a player that was just showing up and not actually playing. I'm going to try to make this brief. I recently had to let a player go. I will call this certain player Cleric. About a year ago, I invited Cleric, my wife's friend, to play D&D with us. I think it's important to note that Cleric is 30 years old. The problems with Cleric began right off the bat. She sat there on her phone during most of the sessions, scrolling through TikTok. When she wasn't scrolling on her phone, she was constantly interrupting the game with rants about her favorite book, TV shows, music, and just about anything but D&D. Cleric always had pretty bad luck when rolling dice, which would often discourage her from playing. I understand how that feels. However, she never added any modifiers to her rolls nor bothered to learn the basic rules of the game. For example, Cleric would hand her phone to my wife to add spells to her character or when I told the group to level up. During the first session back after taking a month or so away from the game, we started a new campaign. I asked her what spell she would like to use in combat and she had a hard time finding her spells in the D&D Beyond app. So I showed her where to find the spells to see she didn't have any. I then had to take the time to add spells for her. She wouldn't do anything during the game outside of what little she did in combat. If I asked her what she was going to do, she would tell me she was following my wife's character around. One time in combat, she rolled a 1 in initiative, without a modifier, and decided to sit out that combat completely. As you can imagine, she scrolled on her phone instead. I got very frustrated with Cleric. I didn't understand why she would even bother showing up to the sessions when she wasn't even playing. This was my final straw. She discovered that rolling dice with her mouth gave her better luck. She sat there at my table, literally spitting the dice out of her mouth, even when I wasn't asking for a roll from her. She spit all over my nice maps and I was absolutely disgusted. I eventually told her it's not working out. She got mad and left our group chat. I could go on more about this player, but I will end it here. Thank you for reading. Where do I even start with this? Okay, being an absentee player is bad enough, but the spitting dice over the table thing is just... what is this? Like, okay, I can understand that some people struggle socially but still crave social interaction, and that's fine. I, of all people, can't begrudge anyone for being socially atypical. It sounds like Cleric just enjoyed being at the game rather than playing the game, especially if she was already struggling to play and that soured the taste of it for her. But that's the nice version of my thoughts on this, that give her the benefit of the doubt by a wide margin, rather than Cleric just being the weirdest kind of troll player. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.